that many people would come. And honestly, I brought some wine. I don't know if you guys brought anything to celebrate, but yeah. Oh yeah, there you go, Mateo with a beer. And I know Freedoms has like for sure that's tequila in there, right?
Yeah, and I have kids, so that's I'm not. That's not no.
But yeah, so we can get started like we always do, though. Zep, we're recording, right?
These Cam's waving at you.
Nice. So let's start with praise. There's a lot of praise to dish this round. Even though we've been on a break, I wanna definitely give major praise to Santi for the legal forum post and Nate for actually replying with a really good question that I could respond to. And I want to give praise to Jess for all the work on the legal post, as well as praise. What's the other post? Oh, Jess's other post, which was amazing. Like what proposals we're looking for. Like the forum is looking really, really good right now. I also want to dish praise to Sam for the hatch work and how many people have already started contributing to the hatch. It's really cool. So I would love to dish praise to everyone whose address has actually contributed to the hatch so far, although that's going to take some work. So we'll see if we make that happen. And I will pass it to Juan.
Thank you, Griff. Today I want to praise you because you've been working continuously in these holidays, and also you keep the vibes high to meet as we are meeting today and as we met on the 24th. And I want to praise Tam as well because we are preparing the first book club of the year and together. And also in the last call, I wanted to praise Septimus, but I didn't do it. But so I want to do it today. And Mateo, because we are together in this, and we started together in this journey of bringing these concepts the best way to our communities. And I will pass it to Sam.
Ouch, I was already unmuted. Hello, everyone. This week I have been quite disconnected, so I have not so much people to praise this week. I don't know, but I guess that I can praise Septi, who is here, just here. Say hi, Septi.
Yo, man.
We are going to live together in this house. So I have a new roommate, and it's super cool. I'm super happy about that. And yeah, I'm going to pass it to who didn't go.
I'll pass it to Jake.
Hi. I'd like to thank Marco. He's not here, but I'd like to thank Marco because he's got a really tough job of trying to visualize what it's supposed to look like. And he's actually done really well. And I'd like to give him praise. I'd like to praise Juan for his work with Gravity. I'd like to praise everybody. But you know what? I am really happy with the forum too. I'd like to give praise to anyone and everyone that's contributing to the forum in any way. That's really awesome because that's going to be a big deal moving forward. So I'm really thankful for that. I'd like to praise Griff for actually getting things done when I ask him. I'd really appreciate that too. Yeah, I'm going to pass it to Tam.
So as always, I want to praise everyone because everyone is absolutely amazing. But I think I'm going to keep mine short today because I love friendship. And I'd like to praise Sam and Septimus today because it's seeing pictures of them together as kids and seeing them together now working side by side is really, really cool. And I love that. So it's inspirational. And I'll pass to Tonga.
Hello, guys. I would like to praise Gabi, which many of you maybe don't know him, but he is a friend of mine that is in One Hive and in Aragon too.
Can you say his name again, Tonga? It
Gabi.
broke up.
Gabi.
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 Oh,
Yeah. And I know he usually is coding also with Sam and with Paulo. And yeah, I would like to praise him and Sam and Paulo because I feel like, for example, I have been going to many calls without focusing on the code much, and they are doing a lot of hours. So yeah, that I think has to be praised.
Yeah, I have to say that Gabi is helping us this week with the Aragon connector. So if I can, I also would like to praise him.
Okay. Yeah, I pass it to anything else. Should I say, or I don't think so. I pass it to Blair.
Hi, folks. I just wanted to jump in and say hi because I have been delinquent from the token engineering community for a few weeks now. And you all are just crushing it. And I've been keeping updated with the news that I see in the comms channels and stuff. And it's really encouraging. It's really awesome. So I guess if you guys are doing praise, I'd like to praise Jessica for running with the comm stuff. She's doing a great job. Like all of the designs that are coming out of that design chat are super cool. People have great ideas, and I'm just like blown away by how cool Sharing Commons looks on all of its media fronts. So that's my praise. I hope to jump back in with this community more as time goes on. We're working with Grassroots Economics to like replat their application, and that's kind of taking up all of my free time right now. So we're just crushing on that. But yeah. Anyone else need to go?
Mateo, I think you still need to go, right?
Yeah, I haven't gone yet. No, I mean, well, this year was personally, well, not personally, for everyone, it was a quite mess, roller coaster maybe for emotions and things. So in my personal life, it was ups and downs, but since the middle of the year, it went up, like the ether. Everything going up, so in part that was because of being part of this community, and I have to praise Grief for allowing me to do this. And yeah, like all of the opportunities that I had and everything that is happening good in my life, it's mainly because of this. So I'm really, really grateful for this community, and I hope that this new year is going to get really crazy and great with all of you. So yeah, I have to praise all of you, especially Grief and Juanca, because also Juanca is like a partner here in Barranquilla, Colombia. And I also believe that we are going to make an amazing job next year in here and bringing the commons and the TEC here. So yeah, I'm not sure if someone is missing.
Zeptimus, did you go?
No, I didn't. I want to praise Grief for when we were starting the holidays, I was with my family and I was a bit like, oh, what should I be doing? And he was, hey, bro, go with your family, enjoy your time. And wow, I really love that, Grief. That's amazing. Like, you are so genuine. I love that. And of course, I want to praise Sam. This place is huge. Like, this place is huge. And the best part is not the place. It's like the philosophy behind this. Like, we're going to make this place better every day. So, like, next year, this place is going to be crazy. Yeah. And I think I was the last. I pass it back to Griff.
Yep, that's it. So actually, I'm curious, Sam, if you want to lead another hatch explainer. That's the only thing that I thought we would do in this call, because none of the working, well, unless any of the working group leads want to take a moment, absolutely. But really, this call is mostly just to hang out and have fun, celebrate the new year, bring it in together, you know, and but it would be crazy not to at least show people hatch.tecommons.org. So, Sam, if you want to start with that, you can, or I can.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
As you want. I mean, I did it last time. I can do it this one.
It's your baby, man.
Let's do it. Paulo is. It's also the baby of Paulo, actually. But let's do it. I mean, we did that together with Paulo, and actually the code is from before. That's the website that we are going to have for hatching, which means we are going to request some amount of money in order to begin the bonding curve. Actually, let me rephrase that, because I had not that prepared. The idea is to hatch the DAO, which means to get some funds to the DAO and then decide what to do with them. But the general idea is to put them in a new DAO that will have a bonding curve and a conviction voting applications. Instead of beginning with a bonding curve, which will mean the bonding curve is open, go ahead, everyone is going to receive the same amount of, it's like doing an initial conversion in the bonding curve of the dice that we have into the new token, which means that everybody is going to receive the same amount, and it is not going to depend on which moment they buy it, which is important, because bonding curves, it's very important who is the first and who is the and who are the rest. So we all are going to be the first in that case. And I don't know if I'm explaining that quite well, Griff. Do you want to explain what the hatch is?
Sure, I can. Yeah, I can. So the idea is we want to create an initial DAO, the TE hatch DAO, and this DAO will actually initialize the commons. There's a whole blog post about launching in 2 parts and how that works. But in this hatch, what's really cool is this test hatch, we actually can start. This is like our first rehearsal of this whole experience, where you can actually buy into the DAO. And the people who buy into this DAO, it looks like people are buying into the DAO, which is cool. You can go to hatch.tecommons, and Kagatillo, a holiday character in Catalonia, actually airdropped everyone wrapped X die that they can use to buy into this DAO. So once you have these DAO tokens, those are the people with skin in the game to actually decide, how does the commons evolve? What parameters do we use for the bonding curve? What parameters do we use for conviction voting? And it's really cool. So then it's this 2-part thing. So we're going to practice the hatch now, but then we're also going to practice what we call the commons upgrade after this hatch is over on the 7th. So if you want to play, this is the first rehearsal. I expect that we will do another rehearsal where instead of Sam and me picking the parameters, the technocracy picking the parameters, which is how like normal economies in crypto are built. The technocracy just gets to decide. But for the TE Commons, we're actually going to have a vote from the community about like which parameters do we pick for the hatch. And then we'll have a vote with the people who participate in the hatch, which parameters do we pick for the commons. So it's a very cool setup, and this is the first run at it. there's going to be bugs, although it's gotten a lot better since launch. Like nice work, Sem and team, Paulo, for fixing the delays and things. So it's really cool. Check it out.
It's
And we have a nice
lot of bugs, but we are working on them. For example, this is going to be redesigned entirely by Fiore, and also the styles and everything has been worked by Fabi. Not integrated yet. The design is going to be quite different from now on. But it's going to have bugs. But the thing is that as you can see here, there will be a nice video made by the communications working group, and we will have this text or another one. The top contributors are going to be appearing here, and you can contribute with your DAI. So, for example, I have 30 cents of wrapped X DAI. It's important to have MetaMask connected with the XDAI network. If not, it's going to say you are in the wrong network. And if you contribute, you'll see here how much test tech you're going to receive. Actually, it's going to be tech hatch tokens, which are not going to be the actual tech tokens, and they will be able to be converted into tech tokens, which is something that it's the DAO that we are launching is not going to be the actual DAO of the TEC. So this will ask you for 2 transactions. That's the first one. And sometimes the second one never appears, but it's a bug that we are fixing. Actually, Gabi is helping us to fix it. And let's see if that happens to us now, or, well, in the case that it happens now, you can just refresh the page and it will, and try again, and it will work. I don't know if that happened to us now. Probably. I'm going to try it again. Maybe it's the internet. Do you still listen to me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not listening to you, but okay.
One-sided conversation here. This is the technocracy at work. I'm telling you guys, you gotta be careful.
Okay, something happened. It doesn't work anymore for me. I don't know what is going on. It's a
Just
live
popped
demo.
up.
It's a live demo, but it should work. If you try it again, the money should not go away, and it should go inside here.
And it's a gift from Kagatio anyway, so it's okay.
Here it is. It sometimes needs some time to load, but you can try it again.
Also, there could be a rounding error. Maybe you don't have 0.3. Maybe you have 0.99 because of gas.
It looks that it's going to work. Yeah. Okay, and that percentage will go up now. And here it goes. Yeah. And also you can see the top contributions over here and how much you have been contributing. In that case, it's to XDAI. And it accumulates. You can contribute as much time as much as you want until you, but you cannot contribute. You must do that with the address that you have CSTKs, because CSTKs, which are the tokens from Commons Stack, is your membership score, and you are only allowed to buy as much, well, to send as much as CSTKs you have. If you have a lot of CSTKs, it is going to appear over here how much you are allowed to put into the hatch, because only people who is trusted and have CSTKs is able to put a lot of money, and people with less CSTKs that we don't know that much, they have less allowance to put. So it's going to appear over here. And the impact hours tribute, we also discussed with Fiore, that will appear over here. Maybe because at the beginning, the tribute, if we don't reach a lot of funds, the tribute is quite high, or it's probably going to be quite high. Let's say it's 20% or whatever. But as the percentage is going up and up, the tribute decreases. So people is actually receiving more more tokens and their tokens are worth more, but at the same time the total percentage of tokens that goes to the people who has been working until now is decreasing. So it's a good trade-off, and it's going to also be appearing over here.
I want to say major praise to you, Sam, for figuring out that equation. It's super cool. If you guys want to see the impact hour calculation and how this all works, it's even all in a website where you can like play with it. Looks like, yeah, there's a forum post on impact hours that YGG and Sam have contributed a lot to. And the idea with impact hours is it's almost like, you know, how most ICOs or most token offerings, even if it's like a DeFi game, they'll say, oh yeah, we allocate a certain percentage to the team. Well, that percentage is just flat, which is weird. But with us, it's also, it's not a team, it's not the core team, it's anyone who contributes and gets praise, gets impact hours. So for sure, everyone on this call has impact hours. And you can also see that as we raise more funds, the percentage of money that goes to the people who put in the funds, it's worth more, right? Like they're putting in a higher percentage of value as they raise the amount of money they put in. So they get a higher percentage of the total supply. But as the impact hours, but still also the impact hours people are rewarded because every impact hours value goes up in a dollar amount. So the impact hour, the people who are contributing funds are rewarded with a higher value, with a higher, with a lower cultural build tribute, as we call it, the percentage of tokens that are created for impact hours people. But the impact hours people, as we raise more funds, are also rewarded by a higher value of their tokens. So it's a really nice alignment of incentives that I think goes well with token engineering in general. But Sam, yeah, maybe we should keep going and give. Do you have any last words on that, Sam?
Sure. No, it's if you still not tried the hatch, please do it and let us know. It's going to be quite different because we already have received many feedback and there is still a lot of work to do. Because probably it's going to change a lot, but it's a very good first good understanding of what is how it is going to be, and it also let us know how it feels for the people. And yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to pass it to all the working group leads if there's any topics that they want to cover since we have a moment. Wanka?
Yes, Griff, for sure. I have been working these holidays trying to like make a training course for mediators, and the idea is to start that next year. And I have like an initial draft that I will like post in the next days for you to have received some feedback about it. And also, I've been studying a lot and researching a lot of conflict management. I saw a really good video that I posted in the Gravity channel about conflict resolution, and a guy that is named William Uri. I think that he proposes a good methodology to address conflicts that is based like in balcony, bridge, and third side, and I think it's very good. I am very excited for what's to come, because it would be really nice that Gravity, that is like a first draft of a proposal, can evolve, and how can it like start from the TEC, but also can helping with the conflict management to other organizations. So that I'm very excited about that, and I'm really hoping for the next year to start like practicing and to have this group of people. I am also very excited about reading the book of Ostrom of Governing the Commons. I feel that has been very enlightening for the work in the TEC. And as Mateo said, I am very grateful for being in this community, and this has helped me improve and grow in a lot of aspects in my life. And I just want to retrieve and to contribute with the same thankfulness and respect for this community and for the whole. So yeah, I'm very happy, and I think that good things are going to come, and I just hope working with this amazing.
Can you explain this a little bit more? I don't know if we have time, but if we have time, can you explain a little brief of what it's about the bridge and those metaphors?
Yeah, of course. The balcony is referred as a state of calm mind. When you are in a balcony, it's like when a conflict appears and you react instantly. You are not like taking the time to think your actions and your words. So it's good to take some time to take a breath of fresh air, like go to a balcony when you have a conflict, and not like address the conflict with hot mind. The bridge is what connects two opposite points, two apparent opposite points, and it's based on art of warfare, where when an army wanted the other army to retreat, they built a bridge for them to retreat. So it's like helping the other one to do what you want, but it's like and that is building a bridge to connect to different points. And the third side is what mediators do when people just need some help to ease their communications, and also to attract those points. And also the importance of a third part is the ability to listen what is happening, and to try to go deeper into the core of the conflict, and not only seeing what the people is telling or thinking or feeling, but trying to propose alternatives on the solution. So I really like that video. That's why I posted it. And it's amazing how everything connects, because I as I said before, I am also reading on the Governing the Commons, And the last chapter we were studying, it's very interesting because she's talking about institutional change and how normally we think differently from the origin of institutions and the change of institutions. And she's trying to make like an implied theory of institutional change where there is no like origin and then like one step origin and then the institutional change is another thing, but she's referring to the alteration of status quo rules. So any alteration of status quo rules are institutional change, and that is not like one big step and then small steps. It's just like a continuing effort about decisions and what and where does decisions take us, and what decisions do we have to make in the future to improve what the decisions that we took earlier. So I am very excited about all what is happening and about the training. I am also like making a first draft of the course, so it will be really nice like in a few days when I can present it, to receive feedback if you think that course can be good for the purpose of making the mediators in the organization. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Juan. Zeptimus, did you have anything as the transparency working group?
I was doing like full holidays, but
you're muted.
Oh,
you're still muted.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was doing full holidays, but before like the holidays end, we were with Ivy doing a session to like help everyone who wants to set up the OBS, like make the settings to don't have background noise, all that stuff. And everyone who is interested, like I will put a calendar note, and it's going to be huge. Like if more people know how to do that, I'm sure like everyone is going to contribute. So I think that would be nice. Yeah. And yeah, anything. I still have to do a forum post to invite everyone and yeah, encourage people to participate, because that's awesome. And we build transparency together, like not just one person. I think transparency is made by all the people. And yeah, nothing else.
Well, you're the Vitalik of the transparency working group. It may be built all together, but you're doing a lot, man. You're doing a lot. That is for sure. Does Tam, did you have anything that you wanted to add as our, it's not really a working group, but project manager working group?
I mean, I'm really excited about kicking off the Scrum process for our TEC starting the first week of January. And I've been doing some planning for that and trying to figure out our schedule and writing our kickoff notes and the Scrum process for TEC. So that I'm super excited about. I'm also going to, parrot what Juan K said about the reading book club for governing the commons. Such a cool book club, and reading these chapters, or half the chapters every week, has really shifted a lot of my thinking. I think it's a really great and powerful book, especially for this community too. And other than that, nothing really jumps out at me. So I'll pass it back to you, Griff.
Well, then I'll pass it to Jake if he has anything he wants to talk about TE params.
No, not really. I mean, we got more to do, but I'm kind of caught up, and everybody's done really well. So, no, honestly, it's going really well. Hopefully there's going to be more in the new year, and that'll be fun to get to. And go ahead, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Okay. No, other than that, I think my son destroyed a drawer and fruit fly flew up my nose, and that's not very pleasant. Other than that, I hope everybody's doing great.
That's very, very funny.
That's hilarious. Well, cool. Then, I mean, Sam, unless you have anything on Garden Swarm. No, right? You already did the hatch show.
Yeah.
Is Garden Swarm having a call on Monday? Still? Like, that's on, right?
This morning, yes. That's on.
Yeah. Nice. So then, yeah. Well, then what I would say. Oh, go ahead, Jake.
I know there's still time left for this. I want to just share like a really, really helpful piece of advice. Do not drink and trade. If you're going to be drinking tonight, stay away from Uniswap. Do not drink and trade, for the love of God. If you listen to anything I've ever told you, do not drink and trade. Okay, that's it. Thanks. Happy New Year.
That is very sage advice. Very
Sorry for your loss.
I could tell a story about something like that. Here, me and Septi once went to Barcelona without money. Without any money. It was like we were in the train and right, Septi? We were in the train and I said, Septi, do you have money? I don't have money. I just came here and I have no the credit card. I have no money. Do you have a credit card, right? Me? No, I don't have a credit card. And the fact was that it was the weekend, the banks were closed, and we were screwed up because we literally had no money for anything, and the gift house was not there. We were in Barcelona and could not even eat or sleep anywhere, and the only option were to sell crypto, and it was like very, very the worst crypto market ever, the worst crypto winter ever. I sold what we need and never put it back. And it was like, do you want to say it?
How did you know Chavi at that time? How did you even sell the crypto?
That's interesting. There was that was the first time that we could get crypto out from an ATM. So we went to the ATM. We sold a lot of crypto. We had the cash. We went partying and never come again.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Well, I want to, we're here just to hang out, like enjoy some drinks and have some fun. But hey, we're also here. Does anyone have any random questions about the TEC that they want answered? Or just random thoughts?
Me?
Anyone? I mean, maybe you'll be answering.
I have one question. I mean, I know we are reading Ostrom, but who was the first person in the TEC that said we need to study Ostrom point of view and Ostrom theories? I mean, there should be an starting person who said yeah, CPRs have been studied in the past and we are creating CPRs, so why don't we study Ostrom? So who was that initial?
I have to think it was Zargum. I think it was Michael Zargum. I'm not 100% sure.
I just wanted to jump in at this point because I I think it's interesting the different ways people get into the crypto world, but I kind of knew about crypto from the 2017 highs, and then I've been doing software stuff since then, but not really at all, involved in crypto. And back in March, when I was like sitting in a hostel in Peru, stuck there, I was like, you know what? I wonder if that Ethereum thing is like figuring anything out by now. Like, have you guys made our cyberpunk universe yet? So I went down like a rabbit hole. I don't know how I found Common Stack, but I found Common Stack, and I found Eleanor Ostrom's principles laid out in like one of the documents on Medium. And I have a master's degree in natural resource economics and studied like Ostrom quite a bit. And after grad school, I worked a little bit in like kind of a government research area where we were actually doing some like policy stuff derived from that, but then left and went into software and was like, the government is doomed to just keep doing these stupid policy patterns and we'll never actually be able to use this stuff. So when I saw Ostrom on this page, I was just like, what the hell? Like, somebody's actually using this. And that was my entry in rabbit hole down into this whole universe, was seeing Eleanor Ostrom. So whoever did introduce that into the Common Stack and write those materials, yeah, that was kind of mind blowing to see how those things came together. And that was the framework I needed to like understand like what y'all were trying to actually like build. That was like what clicked for me. So yeah, Common Stack.
Oh, thanks, Blair. That's nice. Do you have any questions, Blair? Everyone else here is like at every call. I'm just gonna call that out. Like, Mateo maybe less, but still pretty much. Do you have any random questions about the TEC that you're like, well, I don't really
understand? Not totally. Like I've been kind of following along enough to kind of know what's going on. I think I still need to get on this hatch. But yeah, that's kind of on my to-do list, but I don't have any burning questions.
That's cool. Anybody else? Or do we just want to drink? Drinking games? Who brought the cards? No. Yeah, what's up, Jake?
I was thinking, I love Sun Tzu. So when I heard build your bridge so they can go away. That's like conflict. It's huge, like especially with children. For instance, one time, this was a little over a year ago, my son decided to fill his diaper up and then take it off and proceed to see what he saw was clay or paint. And that proceeded to go on the walls. And he pretty much made the whole wall a Picasso. And then you walk in the room and you find this, and it's all over him. It's all over the wall. It's all over in the carpet. It's everywhere. It's in everything. It's poop. Yeah. And it's like, what do you do? Like, your whole world, like right now, is just like, oh my God. And it's that'll test your conflict resolution management right there. Yeah, it's good. It's good. You need to go out and find a balcony, and you need to just leave, because the next 5 minutes aren't going to matter. He's already been in there for 20, Yeah, that's good to know.
Great framework, Juan. It has many applications. Well, there's, it's worth mentioning the like what projects we're producing. Forum post that Jess wrote is amazing, and it's worth checking out. And the legal post is really interesting too. There's some nice discussions there from Nate. I haven't seen if he made another comment after my comment. Probably not, because it's New Year's. But I think it's cool to see to check that out too. There's surprisingly a lot of time went into that forum post, but so it's pretty good. Oh, hey, Eduardo.
Hello there.
Welcome, welcome.
Why are you getting?
So yeah, we're just because it's New Year's, and also I almost never drink, man. Like just this like glass and a half is like whoa. I want to put it aside.
What were you talking about? What were you doing?
So far, we just kind of went through the hatch. We got a couple up, but now we're just really hanging out. And there was a question, or I proposed a question that like, hey, does anyone have any questions about the TEC that just are burning in their minds? It's like, God, I wish I knew this.
All right. So I will come back in 30 minutes for your call.
Okay.
Because
yeah, 15.
Okay, 15 minutes. Then just let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Happy New Year, everyone. Lovely to see you.
Meraverde just said he's listening in YouTube. He jumped in the call.
Oh, you're streaming, Zep. Nice. That's awesome. Hey, Metaverde. Welcome. We're really just hanging out, ringing in the new year together. No one has any TEC questions, right?
I have one, but I don't know like how to formulate it. And it's like my long-term vision, trying to think really big.
Yep.
Is to try to is to try to think on conflict management, on gravity as a common pool resource. So like I am like having a lot of ideas around it, and I was wondering if to do that I would require it would be necessary to create a token for gravity, or like it isn't necessary to.
Okay, so just some context for everyone. I've been trying to convince Juan that gravity is something a lot of DAOs need, not just to stay on this earth, but also to stay together as a community, right? So the idea of conflict management, man, I've seen it go wrong so many times in DAOs where it just is like, everything's cool, but it's not cool. There's conflicts, and no, they're never addressed. And then instantly catastrophic failure, all of a sudden the only solution is ostracism and someone gets kicked out of the DAO. And I'm not kidding. I can name 3 people this has happened to, and I can think of a few other issues that have gone to that route. So I see conflict resolution and gravity especially as something that could scale to the DAO ecosystem. And also, maybe the TEC doesn't have a lot of conflicts. So also for just out of selfish TEC desires, it's a lot easier to have better, robust conflict management through economics of scale. So there's 2 clear opportunities there. So now the question is, how do we create conflict management as its own entity, or gravity as its own, like, does it need a token? Does it become another commons? Does it fork the common stacks like augmented bonding or gardens, swarms, like template, and just become a commons? Maybe it just becomes a company. Does it go get a legal entity in Switzerland or something and just become like a for-profit company? Who knows, right? I don't think that there's necessarily a wrong way, Juan. So that's my opinion. Does anyone else have any opinions on how Juan should consider scaling gravity? No. Yeah, that whole like, does anyone have, in my experience, I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's always, if there's ever more than like 4 or 5 people in a call, it's just always blank. Hey, does anyone think? Oh, done.
Can you expand on what you mean by gravity? I mean, I kind of get it, but maybe talk about that a little bit more.
Sure.
Yeah.
One.
Gravity is the name of the conflict management protocol we are developing in the TEC that is like an MVP that we are doing in the TEC, that if it works, then we can scale it. And the idea of gravity is to set clear rules and boundaries for and provide easy access for conflict management, and also solving some of the monitoring issues by making like an internal management layer where conflicts can be addressed through the organization principles before then they scale and go public or into scenarios where they are harder to manage. So it's like a protocol, if I may say so, to address conflict in a decentralized organization. But gravity is just the
That was really
name.
helpful. I was thinking it was more of an abstract concept, so it's a specific thing that you're working on. That's awesome.
Is
Yeah,
it
conflict management?
is it like Aragon? Well, sorry, I was gonna say, isn't like Aragon Court like a plugin for Aragon essentially? I feel like there's like I feel like you could build a plugin for like Aragon or something. It'd be cool.
I've been studying Aragon Court, and I think yes, the focus and the scope of gravity is more complementary than rivalry, because we are not trying to make a decentralized court. That is what they did. We are trying to decentralize alternative dispute resolution mechanisms that are like an alternative way to deal with conflicts, avoiding going into courts. So it's like a step before going into Aragon Court. We would have gravity to address small scale conflicts and to strategically manage them. I think that's I think that they are but
I would agree. I think Aragon Court is really good financial focused conflicts. Aragon Court does not settle a dispute for sexual harassment, for instance, right? Like there's just nothing. Aragon Court has nothing to do with that. Or any, I see gravities like, we talk about conflicts like conflicts, but really that's not the purpose of gravity. That's like an emergent property that exists when vibes are low. Gravity's job is to bring everyone together and catch the problems before they raise to conflict level. And develop systems where, monitoring. Sorry, Blake, go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. Yeah, I feel like the court's the worst case. You never want to end up in court. So this is like your communication like happiness level, or your communication ability level to even like have discussions around things and find like points where people are dissatisfied, and like airing those kind of grievances and I feel like you could just like, it could be like a cool like plug-in type like feature level thing almost of a DAO, yeah.
I'm going to jump in. I think that it's really interesting because it's the first use case is clearly, you're studying a DAO and you're designing this for a DAO. And it's going to clearly be applicable to other DAOs who may not have the robust culture going into their creation. But as more of mainstream economies become decentralized and remote working is more prevalent, there's lots of conflicts that happen out in this remote environment that are not addressable and that aren't really well understood or studied yet. And I think that the work that you're doing will also inform, non-DAO conflict resolutions for organizations that have decided to go fully or partially remote. It's clear that conflict resolution in this day and age, in these kinds of working environments and collaborative environments, not just is something that's going to be more and more crucial. And that doesn't answer how to scale it, just that the importance of being able to scale it outside and extrapolate outside of the TEC is pretty evident. And probably will become more and more clear how to do it as you advance.
And Metaverde, you wanted to say something? Maybe not.
No, I do. It's hard for me to navigate around on my phone. I'm in the middle of making stuff. But I was just going to say that, yeah, there's kind of a difference between conflict and dispute. And I think it's really cool. And the Aragon Court absolutely does not cover what we're talking about here. But awesome. Happy to be here.
Thank you, Metaverde. Thank you so much for coming to these calls. We really appreciate you jumping in once in a while. Well, guys, we have 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left now. I want to invite you guys to, if you're stuck at home and you don't have parties to go to because lockdown is a thing, there's this really awesome group who I'm sort of friends with. I'm not going to lie. We actually started Camp Decentral together at Burning Man. And this group started Camp Dogecoin, which was the first crypto camp at Burning Man. So that legend's in my mind. Decentralized Dance Party is their organization. His name's Gary. He's just the sweetest of hearts. Our love has been illegal for a while. No, we don't have to go into that for right now, but it's true. And he is celebrating every New Year for every time zone in about an hour. I don't know if it may have started already. Maybe I'm misreading it. I think it starts in an hour, but I'll send the link in. They're really fun. They also helped us with praise giving and came in and ended the dance party. They know how to throw a good Zoom party. So if you're looking for something to do this New Year's because you're locked at home and lockdown, blah, 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 right? Man, I'm drunk. Okay. Anyway, I will send the link so you can get tickets. They're free, of course, and you can enjoy. I think they're going to talk about peace bonds, how they're going to solve bring world peace through partying and other awesome ideas. And I'll just put in the TEC general. But thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you next year.